When I read that the library at Esplanade was going to be closed for good, I was very affected by the news. Ever since I was 18 years old, I made it a point to stop by this place weekly, whether it was to check out new books and resources or to do research for my music classes. This place provided a nurturing environment for me. Because of the great resources, I can say that part of my development as a musician was due in part to this library. In my opinion, the Esplanade Library was the true jewel of the National Library Board. It was fully dedicated to the arts. It provided valuable materials for dance, music, and theatre. Every section of this library had some use, like the small stage area that had many recitals and performances, or the spaces where they would hold exhibitions. I think one of the things that I'm going to miss is this board where they would write quotes from anywhere. I always look forward to seeing what quote they had for the week. Why do I say the Esplanade Library is really the crown jewel? Because this section, as far as the eye can see, and I'm going to show you, you're going to see shelves and rows of nothing but books dedicated to the arts, whether it's dance, music, theatre, whether it's about the business of music. Every shelf was packed with very valuable information, and I always look forward to browsing through the books. And as a guitarist and a guitar teacher, I was very impressed with how the attention to detail of modern contemporary music. Look, they just have shelves of guitar books, and it's not just one shelf, two shelves, but at least 4 to 5 shelves of guitar books. And it's not just your textbooks or your method books, but you have actual scores of famous bands, guitar tablature of rock bands, and I felt that this was a very, very valuable resource for me as a guitarist to learn new things and to keep coming back to the library to pick up new things, to teach myself new skills. Looking back at the video, this gives me so much good memories of checking out all the different shelves that had the guitar books. Like this one, for example, they contain all the earlier music, or let's say the older music from the 60s to the 90s. And then there was another shelf near the back where they had a whole section dedicated to just guitar music that had guitar tablature, you had method books and they had like modern rock bands, modern blues guitar players, for example. I thought this was a great attention to detail. I think this was a very well curated collection. And I can even say that it's because of this collection that have made me the guitarist I am today, because of my regular visits to the library and checking out all these books. One of the things I'm definitely going to miss is this sitting area over here, where at night, where there are shows and concerts at the outdoor theatre, you can just hear it, or just overlooking the bay area, looking at the waters, just sitting down reading a book, and the sounds of someone just rehearsing in the room over there. You know, this was very much a part of my life. Another area that I'm going to miss is this sitting area. This section is dedicated to the dance section. And but I would just sit here by myself, reading books, looking out the window, and just soaking in the atmosphere. This was such a quiet place for reflection. You might not know this, but the library also had an extensive collection of DVDs. And it wasn't just limited to the arts. It had old to new movies, whole seasons of TV shows, like all seasons of Star Trek The Next Generation, for example, which I have watched on their DVDs that I have borrowed over the years. Shelves and shelves full of shows that you could borrow, ranging from old movies to new movies. I'm 41 years old this year. I have been visiting the Esplanade Library for about 20 years now. It was a huge part of my life, both as in my development as a musician, and watching these clips now really makes me nostalgic for this place, this refuge. I hope you enjoyed my video.